Donald Trump absolutely hates China. And this hate is about to reignite one of the biggest trade wars in world history, which is the US-China trade war.
The president-elect has promised to slap 60% tariffs on all Chinese imported goods.
China's leaders will likely be bracing for a ratcheting up of the trade war with the US under a second Trump administration.
As it turns out, Donald Trump plans to slap a massive 60% tariff on Chinese imports. On top of that, Trump also wants to snatch China's golden trading status called the most favored nation. And here's where there is a big opportunity for India. Let me explain how. For those who don't know, MFN or most favored nation is a status in trading, which means all countries in the MFN list will get the same treatment when it comes to trade. For example, if China and India both have MFN status with the United States, if the US lowers the tariffs on Chinese steel by 20%, it must also lower the tariffs on Indian steel by 20% to keep it fair. But if a country loses its MFN status, US can and will increase taxes on Chinese goods without increasing it on Indian goods. And this means India has three massive advantages. Number one, India can tap into this huge gap to increase its exports to the US. Secondly, the US-China trade war and China's exclusion from the MFN status will accelerate the relocation of manufacturing plants, assembly lines, and supply chains all the way from China to India. And this will help us create jobs in India. And lastly, India will be able to leverage this newfound status to forge deeper economic and diplomatic ties with the Western powers. So, our influence in the world trade will increase. Secondly, the impact that Trump will have on the IT industry of India will be very significant.